Hello everyone, welcome back to my vlogger Dean Explores. I hope you guys are doing good. So like promised, today I'm going to speak about what is my favorite product and how would I actually want to improve it. So let's begin. So guys, before I start, just want to say you I would be referring to my notes that I created for this question, that which is what is my favorite product. And like I told you in my last video, it is absolutely okay to refer to your notes even when you're giving an interview for the same question. The reason being, first of all, it's very difficult for you to remember all of the points that you want to express. Secondly, if you are not having your notes or a reference sheet, you might tend to miss out a lot of points that you really want to convey to the interviewer. And ultimately, this is an interview, not a mugging up session. So my favorite product is Kindle. I'm a big fan of e-reading gadgets, and Kindle definitely has a special place in my heart. Now, why is this my favorite product? Let's find out. So the first one being, it covers all the pain points, literally all the pain points in the reading journey of any reader, right? This example, right from exploring or discovering a good book to your in-reading experience, which includes you trying to highlight certain text, you're trying to make notes of a certain good information that you might want to refer later, or finding out the meanings or synonyms of words which you aren't familiar with, and so on. And also post-reading experience, which is basically speaking about recommending few good books of maybe the same genre that you're reading, and also which are available in the Kindle. The second reason why I love Kindle is because of the ease of use. Be it a youngster, a millennial, or an old age person, doesn't matter. You require minimal onboarding experience. It's very user friendly. You don't really need to go through the user guides to really use Kindle, which I feel is the best part of it. The third one is it's a distraction free gadget. So in today's era, if you look at it, all your tech devices are full of distractions. So it definitely gives me a relief and a sense of concentration when I am reading a ebook on Kindle, which is the most important thing for somebody who's actually reading. You need a calm and peaceful aura around you, and when it comes to digital gadgets, you do not want to see any ads pop up or any kind of other things that should be displayed on your screen. So Amazon definitely makes the best e-readers, but if you don't like Kindle devices or Amazon as a company, the Kobo Clara HD is one of the very good alternatives for you to use. It is equipped with similar 300 ppi, and it also has adaptive backlight, which is good for your eyes, and it makes you feel as good as Kindle while you're reading an ebook. It has a plastic body, and let me tell you, it is not that cheap. So now the big difference between Kobo and Amazon Kindle is that the Kindle has its tightly integrated ecosystem, which means that on Kobo you cannot actually toggle between reading a book versus listening to the audio book, right? Which is the feature which is available in Kindle, that you can toggle your reading list and listening to your books. So I think this is also going to encourage you to actually go and check out Amazon Kindle if you haven't done yet. So now that I have answered you the three most important points as to why do I absolutely love Amazon Kindle, now let's come to the next question, which is how would you improve Amazon Kindle? So I would just want to rephrase the question. I would say, how would you improve certain metrics in Amazon Kindle? All right. So to answer this question, you can basically choose any metrics that you're comfortable with. So you first need to define the goal. So what is going to be your goal as to what metrics are you going to improve? So for me, I'm going to choose to improve the revenue. And for me to improve the revenue, I will first want to segregate my users into, say, two broader sections. The first one would be, say, users who basically read around 10 books a year or less than 10 books a year, versus users who read, say, more than 10 books a year. So now I have two broad classification of my users. Now let's focus on the users who are reading less than 10 books a year. What could be the reason of they not being able to read more books? So the first reason could be they do not have time to read books. Second one is they are a fan of certain author, and that author has not published too many books, and hence their activity on Kindle is not as much as expected. And the third one being they do not find reading books appealing. In this case, I would want to propose a few solutions. The first one is we can introduce different colors on the screen in the Kindle so that it's more appealing to all set of audiences. The second one is you can add a pen or stylus to it, and that way it'll be easier for somebody to actually take notes or highlight something rather than using their fingertip. Third solution is basically including the book summary. So the intent of having this could be condensing the entire story of a book into small and crisp summary, so that somebody who do not really have time to read the entire book could actually just have a look at the summary. Maybe would not take him more than a couple of hours, and that is one of the easiest way I think anybody who's a fan of reading but do not have patience to read long and say some 1,000 or 2,000 pages book can always go for this. And of course you can mark this as a paid content, and that way you will definitely increase your revenue. The last one I'd say is to build a fan club of authors for say premium users who are basically your paid users and who would really be interested to know more about these authors. So you can have a community based ecosystem here, where these audiences are actually putting in their questions and the author is actually able to answer them by himself. So I guess that will be a great way for Amazon Kindle to actually pull audience towards itself, and also great encouragement for everybody who is really a fan of certain author but have never got a chance to actually interact with them. So this would really be a good one. So now that I have listed down the solutions, I would want to prioritize it now. So out of the four that I listed, I would want to prioritize number 3, which is book summaries, and number 4, which is having authors fan clubs with exclusive content only on Kindle. So this is how I would answer this question on what is my favorite product. Let me know if you liked it. Please feel free to leave comments below to let me know if you thought I could have better answered this question in a different way. So looking forward to your review and comments. Till then, take care. Goodbye.